wonder if any of you have ever been lost. So you could be lost in your own thoughts, in a football stadium, which hasn't happened for a while because restrictions and we can't go to the stadiums. It could be in a shop, could be on the street, it could be anywhere you've ever been lost. I'll tell you of a time when I was lost. I was about 9 or 10 years old, and we were in London as a family. So me, my younger brother, mum and dad, we were there to go watch a musical. I think it was The Lion King, which was an amazing musical, very, very good musical, would highly recommend it. Anyway, so we were in Paddington train station, and all of a sudden I found myself lost. And I didn't know what to do. I just stood there, probably started to cry. I think I did cry actually. 9 or 10 year old me crying. And this lovely old little lady came up and took me to a police officer to try and find my family. But as I look back, I realised this story is very similar to the lost sheep story. Now I haven't got 99 other siblings, so there was 100 sheep and one went away. I haven't got 99 other siblings. But I want to tell you this, I think I know, Mum and Dad didn't just say, oh, you've got his younger brother, it's fine, we don't need Tom, we just got one, that's fine, it's perfect. No, they did everything they could to try and find me. And when they found me, they were filled with probably relief, probably a little bit of anger that I managed to wander away. But the point is, they were happy. They were very happy to see me. At least I hope they were anyway. And this leads us on nice to the parable that I want to tell us today. I'm going to read this little bit, but I'm going to try and say it without my notes, just to really look at the camera, to be honest. Anyway, one day, Jesus was speaking, and there were tax collectors, Pharisees, and teachers of the law listening to him. Now, these were people who were very, very high up in society at that time. And one of them said to Jesus, "This man welcomes outcasts and eats with them." And that was a very big no-no in the day, because outcasts was seen as the lowest of low in society. And here's Jesus speaking to the highest of highs in society at that time. But Jesus came back to this Pharisee or teacher of religious law and said this. He said, it went something like this. If you have 100 sheep and one of them decides to wander away, one of them decides to go on a jolly somewhere else, what do? You leave your 99 other sheep to go and find this one sheep that was lost. And as we know, back in the day, well, still today, shepherds really pay close attention to their sheep. And they try and make sure they're as healthy as they can be, and they just spend lots of time with them, probably more time than their families actually. But anyway, so you go and you try and find this lost sheep, and when you find it, you carry it home and you rejoice, you celebrate, you be happy, you throw a party that you found this one lost sheep and that he's come back home. And Jesus said this, "In the same way I tell you, there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who repents, one person that becomes a Christian, than 99 other respectable people who do not need to repent." And the point I want to leave you with today is this. Are you willing to be found? Or will you keep wandering? Or will you keep trying to hide? Will you keep running away? Sure, I as a Christian can say that I've wandered away many times. I know I will run away and wander off the path, if you can say that, off the path many times, the path that leads to Jesus. I know I'll do it many more times in the future. But I know that God as a shepherd, so yeah, God is like a shepherd. He's described as the good shepherd. So in that sense, I am a sheep. I'm following God. But God will always, as the good shepherd, try and find us and meet us exactly where we are. No matter how far we've fallen away, how far we've gone away from God, how far we've fallen, he will always meet us exactly where we are. And he'll meet you exactly where you are as well. And he will always bring us back home to him. I find that just an amazing thought. So that's all I wanted to really share with you guys today.